Hey, what is up? Welcome to the Freedom in 5 Minutes. I was just about to say welcome to the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast, but it's not the podcast, this is the video. So freedomin5minutes.com, I'm Dean Soto, president and founder of freedomin5minutes.com. Marissa Soto, co-host, and you are here with us. So today's topic is time to wake up early. That and more coming up. So, my dear, hey, looky here. We have someone who's been gone for quite a while. Went to a Southern California. She drove down to Southern California by yourself. Took a couple of the kids with you, yeah?
Yeah, by myself with 3 kids. So, sure. If you want to call that by yourself.
Oh, okay.
Less than half the kids is definitely a nice break.
So yes, I was with the 4 estrogen Americans, and she was with the testosterone Americans.
Yeah. Nice change.
So we're over here. We are actually on our way to date night. It is we just actually stopped by the site because it gets dark so much earlier. So we're gonna do this right now. So time to wake up. We made a 5-minute decision that actually executed this morning, and was pretty damn cool. What happened? What was that 5-minute decision that we actually both made? We wanted to do this for a long time, and we actually never really decided on we're doing it. Now we're actually doing it.
We've discussed it, and then it kind of just would happen naturally, here and there, inconsistently. But we decided last night to start waking sorry about the loud car noise. The children up at the same time every morning, that being 7 a.m. So because we have such a wide range of kids, we sort of, in the past had a shift, let's say. We'd run shifts, so wake up in 2 to 3 shifts, go to bed in 2 to 3 shifts, and it just became a lot to manage. It became, 3 hours in the evening of bedtime routine. So it would tie us up from, 7 to 10 or 6:30 to 9:30, and that wasn't working out for us. We were just, for various reasons, we were too tired, and we weren't getting the time and space we needed. Plus the kids, were just kind of
There was no consistency
at all. Waking up tired,
There was no consistency at all, and the kids would they go to bed at 8:30 at one day, 10:30 the next. They'd wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning one day, wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. We homeschool. 10 o'clock in the morning the next, and it was just really, really inconsistent. We get a lot of stuff done, but not nearly. It was not nearly as structured as it should be and could be, and so. Today, just based off of that decision to do it, we woke everybody up at 7. Everybody up at 7. All 7 kids except for Bon. Right?
Except for the baby. We let him sleep in, which was wonderful. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out when he's awake with them. But
yeah, it was great. So we normally. Nobody's cleaned up anything. Nobody's done their rooms. Nobody's done any type of... Not
in the morning?
In the morning.
No, they still have their morning routine, but...
No. I don't think so. I mean, some of them do. Like our oldest, they clean their rooms.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely not the youngest. And sometimes our boys.
Our middle boy. Mm-hmm.
But not really. I don't think so. In a fantasy world, maybe, but today it was. We wouldn't even let them down from the second floor until 8 o'clock. So they were busy cleaning. They were cleaning the bathrooms, cleaning their rooms, playroom, all that other stuff. It was pretty awesome. And one thing that was constantly happening that I'd never even told you. That was bugging me is they would leave lights on upstairs a lot, like all day. And so at 8 o'clock, I told them, oh yeah, we did laundry and all this other stuff too. But I told them, when you guys come down, everybody needs to go check, make sure all the lights are off. And guess what? All the lights were off. Mm-hmm. Which that's money. I mean, right. It's a little bit, but you know, every little bit helps. And then it's, you know, nobody's up there.
Right.
It's complete waste. So
they were extremely motivated by breakfast, which we set at 8:00. So we met last night over a glass of wine and decided on the schedule that we were going to stick to. We were both on board. We needed each other to make it run smoothly, and we executed today, and it just blew my expectations out of the water. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, hopefully, you know, with consistency, it'll just continue to run very smoothly. But it was the most productive day and the most peaceful day that we've had in months, in a really long time.
For sure.
And everyone's going to be tired tonight, going to bed much earlier, and we'll do it all over again tomorrow. So
yeah,
that was a very quick, you know, decision that in the past I think I would have fought him on and made probably 10 excuses why that wasn't going to work. It wasn't good for the kids, wasn't good for me, I can't do this. And just coming together, making that decision allowed so much more time for you know, him and his business. For me to carve out little, you know, windows of time to be with each of the kids individually, to work together on our schoolwork, to work together on the chores. The house has never been so picked up. We still had time for
and the kids were
breakfast
peaceful
together, and they played outside. We did everything that we normally do, but in a much more organized and efficient way.
Right. Yeah, and even the kids. I asked Alizea, when we were at the breakfast table, I said, what'd you guys think? And everyone was like, oh yeah, we really like it. And this is coming from kids. When I woke them up, I woke up Alizea by pulling off the covers, and she flipped out. She was like, that's not the way you should wake me up. Yeah, you shouldn't wake anybody up. Nobody likes that. And that's all I heard for the first hour was, why did you wake me up that way?
Oh, wow. I didn't know this.
Yes.
So, yes, to hear her at the breakfast table at 8:00 say, that was really cool. I actually felt, once I got up and got going, I felt more energetic than I normally do when I sleep in till 8:30, 9:00.
Yeah.
So that was really good, positive feedback that we did the right thing and that it's, you know, a good thing for all of us.
Yeah. So, why is this important? It goes back to the idea that, you know, this is family stuff, and, you know, a lot of the times we're thinking of decisions that are more business. What?
Oh,
want to see my chest? Oh, yeah.
No, just the angle, you know, made me look a little fat.
Oh. Okay. No, so why is this important? A lot of the times, in fact, this kind of comes up a lot. You asked me this not too long ago, is okay, 5-minute decisions, but when you make the decision, you have a lot of work to do. Well, yeah, like how is that freedom in 5 minutes if you're going to have a lot of work? Well, we had a ton of freedom. The freedom of not having to think back and forth, like, should we do this? Should we not do this? Should we do this? Should we not do this? We had that out of our heads now. Two, the sense of freedom is when we created the schedule, when we stuck to it, we knew exactly what we were going to do. The kids knew exactly what they were going to do. There was no limbo or anything like that. They had complete freedom from the idea of not knowing where they're going. And to me, that is fantastic. Baby crying?
A little bit.
Okay, so baby's is crying. So it's important because the decisions that you make, immediately you start getting feedback. And we actually started seeing what we can change in our schedule that would make things better, easier, and so on. And we would never have gotten that feedback and that information had we just waited. So what's something right now that you're doing that you've been holding on to for quite a while, that with your family, that if you just made that one decision with your family, it's going to bring consistency. It's going to bring a sense of what's that word, like when you plan and you know what's going to happen, like a sense of like security, expectancy, and so on. That those are the things that are going to bring a lot of peace, a lot of joy to your family. So what's that one thing right now that you could do that will bring that? It might entail work afterward, but making the decision at least to make that happen. So what's that one thing? Leave it that one thing in the comments. We'd love to hear what that one thing is. And we're gonna go on our date night. Baby's about to cry. You have anything else at all?
No, just start small, make the decision, and follow through.
Sweet. All right. So Freedom in 5 Minutes, Dean and Marissa Soto, freedomin5minutes.com. Oh, and our podcast just got approved on iTunes. So if you go to freedomin5minutes.com, freedomin5minutes.com, and you go and sign up for the exclusive secret podcast episodes, when you do that, you'll actually get the ability to subscribe in iTunes. There's a link in there once you've actually signed up and everything and joined our community. All right, so we'll see you later. We're gonna go enjoy our date night. It's Thursday, and we're feeling right. All right, see ya. freedomin5minutes.com. Bye.